check. Just talk. Hello.
Mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Hello,
Can you
hello,
hear
hello.
me?
1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10.
Jesse, yeah. All right. Good. Okay. Right there. Go ahead.
I said that there needs to be a better transition.
And that's
for
what
the
I told
topic.
this one.
Because it's like, all right, the next topic.
And he likes that.
I prefer that. All right, we're recording.
You gotta put the volume up.
Oh, shit. Now, who's this?
Allen, Kaveh.
Oh, it's Chris.
Kaveh.
Chris, pretty much. Allen Coppin?
Yeah.
That's cool. Phoebe husband.
Oh, I guess. They look alike.
They look just alike. That's Phoebe husband.
You're annoying.
That's what we call him.
I really thought
So
as
what
a
was he
kid,
talking about?
A girl.
So chocolate's a girl.
Yeah. I thought he was talking about like real chocolate.
Okay.
And I really does listen to this faithfully.
Yeah, I don't think people would just blatantly talk about food like that on a
But
song.
we were kids, so we.
Yeah, you're kids. Yeah, you don't know. Yeah. So.
Hello. Is this recording? Oh, yeah, it is. I couldn't see for a second.
Oh,
Hi,
shit.
guys. See, he's starting.
Timer. I
Welcome to another episode of Hypothetically Podcast. We have a very special guest today.
Very special guest.
This is my older sister, and I'll let her do her own introduction, but this is my older sister.
Hello,
Technically,
everyone.
I'm older, but you know, we'll let her have
She is
the moment.
older. I'm the younger one.
So introduce yourself to the world.
Hello everyone. My name is Benji, that you probably heard about before, because they definitely talked about me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there.
Here or there.
I'm happy to be here tonight, guys. Thank you for the invitation.
We're not about to do all that singing tonight. I'm like, she's a singer, y'all. We're not about to do all that singing tonight.
That's literally all I did. Okay.
You can sing.
You do it a lot, though.
Yeah, it's good.
You do it more than you know.
Sing. Oh, we should do the musical one day. The musical podcast.
We have a lot that we have to do, Gene.
I would love to do a musical podcast.
Musical podcast.
I would. A whole podcast would just do a musical. Just a musical.
So every word that you say.
Everywhere you have to sing, you'd be like, you just have to sing. Everywhere it's musical. Everything gotta be musical, man. That'd be so awesome.
He wants to do that. He wants to do a lyrical one, like name the song. He wants to do I want to do a Creole one where you just speak all Creole because Gino don't speak it.
Shit, that's gonna be a funny episode.
That's
That
gonna
one
be hilarious.
I think we should do that one.
We gotta bring Ricardo
should
too.
do that one in May.
We should bring
for
Ricardo
Haitian
to that.
Flag
And we
Day.
have to bring
Who else? Elise?
no.
Who else?
Okay.
Okay.
Or
yeah.
Viv.
Or Viv, yeah.
One of the two Haitians.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just do
that's
that in May for like Haitian Flag Day. That's great.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a hard one.
That's
I'm gonna have a hard time with that one.
Hilarious.
And by that time, we'll have the new equipment. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be all lit. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being patient with us. Equipment's coming. I am poor.
Oh my God, he's
No.
not poor.
About to start OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com.
Oh, you about to get hella subscribers.
My goodness.
I'm showing all of it. Don't worry about it, guys. All $5 a month. I'm just playing.
$5. You need to charge more.
You know how much money you get for $5 a month? Tell you right now, a lot of people gonna subscribe.
Nah, you need to get more.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's not a good way to start. Benji's such a religious person. I don't want to do that to her.
Okay, with the religious.
You not religious?
I mean, I am religious.
Very,
Not
yeah.
like.
Not like
overly.
super, yeah, not overly, yeah. I know people who are overly religious, you're not even close to it.
Yeah.
But I just say, like, you know, I always say, like, you know, Benji makes me feel warm inside. And you bring me fire, so it is what it is. Fire and brimstone.
Obviously, Gene respects my sister more than me, but we'll leave that at that.
That's good, yeah.
So, our topic for today, that's how we're going to start it off, and then we'll
Yeah, we're going
segue.
to start it off and we'll segue.
Our topic for today is growing up Haitian.
Well, before that, intros were good, opening statements were good, everything's good, everybody's good. Everybody week is good, everybody's soul is good. How's that mental check? Quick mental check, 1 to 5.
4.
3.5.
I'm 3. I'm still at 3.
Jeez. We got to
I'm
work
good.
on that.
Yeah, I'm poor. So, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. But anyway, Back to the intro. Sorry to interrupt you like that.
No, you're good. I did miss that. I think it's because we just did the pod, so I didn't think.
We're fresh off of another pod, literally, and this is another pod.
Yeah, I didn't think to do that.
Yeah, so it's podcast mania, guys. It's coming at you, right in your face. Pause. Right in your face.
Anyway, grown up Haitian. How we want to start this conversation?
I don't know. I don't even know where to start.
Everyone give something about what it was like growing up.
Plastic furniture.
We did not have plastic on our.
You had plastic on your furniture?
No, thank
really?
God. Yeah, our mother did not like that.
Nope.
I'll be honest with you, my mother didn't either.
Oh.
Okay.
But the only reason I remember plastic furniture because I spent a lot of time at my cousin's house.
See,
and my aunt had plastic furniture.
we have like a guy. He's not our family, but he's like a very close person to our family, and he had plastic. So whenever you go, it's
Right.
There in the summertime, your
the
bottom is on fire.
the winter, your butt is cold.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so
What
we
a-
had people
what a way
that
to
had
start.
the plastic. Oh my goodness! So we have a lady in our church, Seja. She has plastic in her
You
car.
said names.
She had plastic.
Oh yes,
She's the
did have it in
OG.
her car- in
She
her
has it in
car.
her car,
In her
like
car.
plastic
Not no more.
wrap.
Not
Not
no
no
more.
more. But she had plastic wrap in her car.
She had leather or the
Plastic, like the plastic that was
No,
on
I
the
know,
couch.
but was it leather? Was it leather?
Nah,
You
it
don't
was
know.
just.
You
I think it
don't
was a regular car
Nobody
seat.
knows.
I think
Yeah.
it was-
Regular cars that you put plastic on it.
Nah, I feel like that was
Yo,
different.
the day
That's
saw
a-
that-
I ain't never seen nothing like that.
That is hilarious.
Nah, I love Seja. That's the OG of the church.
Okay,
Man.
so what's another thing? Church?
Lekol Lakay.
Lekol Lakay, Legliz. Yeah,
That was our
Lekol
live,
Lakay,
yep.
Legliz. Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
definitely. Not being able to sleep at even your cousin's house.
Yeah, nah.
No sleepovers.
No sleepovers.
No sleepovers at all. Never
My
happened.
mom used
No
to be like,
sleepover.
"Why you coming in a car?"
Yeah.
Like what?
No
You have a
sleepover.
bed in- you have
The
a
only
bed
time we had a
house?
sleepover was when we went to Haiti and we had no choice at my grandmother's house.
Right.
Yeah.
But besides that, ain't no sleepovers. Like
Word.
you come home and no matter what time it is.
But like now seeing things, you understood why.
Oh no, yeah. With the
Wild
amount of shit that's happening and the stuff that you didn't see or possibly didn't see back then, our parents were just doing our best to protect
Yeah.
us. That's all.
And
And
I
if that's
don't
something they
blame
didn't
them.
practice back home in their hometown, they definitely not doing it. In
But these
white
this
people
new
land.
generation
Right.
now, they're way more lenient with a lot of these.
I'm not lenient with that. I tell my brothers, my siblings, like, yo, the niece and nephews, they stay together.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have.
If
to.
anything, they can sleep together in this house.
Right.
Other than that, they're not sleeping over. I don't trust people.
They're not.
I don't. And I understand where my parents are coming from with that. So I was mad though back then because I was like, all my friends had sleepovers.
Right,
And, like,
yup.
oh my God, they're building forts and they're playing video games all
Yeah.
night and all this other stuff. And then like the stories you would hear after growing up, like people touching people, kids and stuff like
That's
that.
why people are damaged now.
Very damaged, yeah.
What's one of your favorite meals growing up?
Oh, diwi sausois,
Typical Haitian meal.
diwi sausois, and chicken.
You don't like legume?
Legume is cool, but legume is like a third on my list. It's not the ultimate. Because the legume I like, because this is when, only time I love legume is when my mother make it with goat meat. They should make it with snow crab. Sorry about the burp. But, sorry guys. I'm so sorry. I had no choice. I'm drinking beer, I'm sorry. But yeah, when she make with snow crab and goat meat. But that's an expensive dish.
I don't like goat meat.
You don't like goat meat? I love goat meat. Pause. I love goat meat. Pause. I do. I really do.
You have to say pause after every time you say it.
Shout out to Curtis. Shout out to Curtis. Pause game, baby. Pause game. We are not homophobic. We're just
He
not
be
in the
like,
same
because
place.
it's like, yo, chill.
Chill. Like the other day I was with my boys. They was like, yo, you got any hookah tips? Pause. Pause, bro. Pause.
You're
Like,
annoying, yo.
Pause. But
Favorite Haitian meal?
Favorite Haitian meal? Bouillon.
Really? That's not a
Bouillon.
meal, though. You don't get full off of bouillon.
It's not a meal, but it's comforting for me. I like it.
when is bouillon? Is it breakfast? Is it lunch? Is it a dinner?
It's a soup.
It's a
Bouillon
soup,
is
right?
It's a soup.
You eat it whenever.
Actually, is it no, it's not a stew, because stew is more hearty.
Right.
No, that's a soup.
Like chaka is a stew, because it's heartier.
Right, yeah.
Bouillon's, bouillon's
Bouillon's
just
a
a
soup.
I didn't like chaka at first, but after a while I was like, oh, this is good.
My mother loves chaka.
Chaka reminds me of chili.
Yeah.
It reminds me of
Yeah.
chili, but it's like
You're
our
right.
version.
Haitian
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our version.
That's a
I'm
good
like,
way to put it.
Yeah, mommy
I
chili.
never thought
That's why I
I
like
never
chili
thought
a
of
lot,
it
though.
I love chili.
I love chili.
Chili's my new thing.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
favorite-
your new thing. Okay, no problem. Who put you onto it?
Not you.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
I was saying my sister.
Remember that.
Before.
Right. Yeah, until she met me. It's all good.
You can't tell Gene that type of stuff because then his head gets bigger than it already is.
Very big. Very big.
All right, what's yours?
I like.
Ay.
I'm sorry.
I like maimuna with Faye and zabuka.
You do.
I love.
Do you eat that in the morning?
Yes, that's a breakfast.
That's a Haitian breakfast.
You can eat that any type of time, but breakfast when it's freshly hot out the pot. Oh my gosh, maimuna with Faye and some tomatoes in that with some fresh zabuka.
Oh man.
What Americans say? They're probably like,
what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Maimuna is it's like grits. It's like grits, yeah. It's like grits with spinach.
Farine or what is it? No, I'm thinking of something else. Grits.
Farine is oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Avoine.
But that's that dish you just named is not a sweet dish.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's like grits.
It's like,
grits without sugar.
Right.
And cheese.
Right.
I wonder if you could put cheese in maimuna.
Pretty sure people have.
Yeah, I'm sure they have. Yeah, they get so creative with Haitian food now.
You know what I saw on Instagram? I saw a grilled pizza.
I saw that.
From where? The guy in New York?
New York.
I know. I think I know what it is.
The
restaurant. Yeah, we gotta go. There's one in Soho.
Really?
I forgot my man's name. Yeah, so one's in Soho and there's one in
Let me
Brooklyn.
tell you, me and Gene have a list.
Yeah. You ain't gotta tell our business like that. What's going on?
Me and Gene have a list of restaurants that we have yet.
We've knocked 2 things off. The
Out of
burger place.
Out of a list of what, Gene?
I don't know. 30. Something like that. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there.
All right, children.
Sorry. Not bad. Sorry. Sorry, guys. We're fighting on the fucking channel. But anyway, what else was it? Trying to think of what else.
The outfits. Ooh, let's talk about
the
outfits.
outfits.
Outfits. And Easter's coming up.
Let's talk about the outfits.
Outfits. The dresses.
Shout out to our parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They did their best.
They did their best.
That's. I'm learning that
they.
every day I grow up. I'm learning. Yeah, my parents really tried their hardest.
They
didn't know. they didn't know to send me with pants up to my ankles, white socks, and soulier. You know, eventually
you had the hot ones, didn't you?
I had to beg my parents. I want some sneakers. Please give me some Nikes. Please. They're like, why is it so much? I said, I don't care how much it costs. I need to have these extra things. I can't go to school like this. This is annoying.
You went to school like that?
Yeah, but
did they go to Payless or Fapco?
Payless. We got
Fapco shoes was lit. I'm not even gonna hold you.
The Olajuwons, the Ewings, and it was just. I was like, I just want a pair of Nikes.
What did you get? What did you have before Nikes?
Olympian. It wasn't Payless back then. It was Favor Shoes.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, y'all. I'm old guys. Favor Shoes was Payless before it was. I'm sorry. Favor. Before it was Payless, it was called Favor Shoes. So they converted to Payless. Okay. So my mother always get shoes out of there because it was $20, $25 for a pair of sneakers. But she didn't know that. She's sending her son to school,
right,
and he's getting roasted left and right. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, I was the one fortunate Haitians to have. I had to make friends with American people,
right?
Because I went to West Orange school system. Weren't a lot of Haitians there when I was there, but I had the fortune. I had the benefit of having good whole American friends who didn't judge me for my clothes. They still roasted me though. They still roasted me. Don't get it fucked up. That's how the intro goes. You know what I'm saying? They still roast you like, yo, look at this nigga with this high waters, all this shit, blah, 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 this and that. You know what I mean? And it was very, it would fuck with you, but, luckily I had friends like, yo, don't worry about it. We got you.
Which was good.
I was good. Now, that wasn't the case for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, I know that wholeheartedly. So, when you went to school and you wasn't trendy or whatever motherfuckers was wearing, you would just get hyped on. But
that was me, because I was a tall girl. So, like,
right.
after the first, I want to say the first 2 weeks, my mother was like, it was mandatory that we had to wear a uniform. Mm-hmm. And I'm the only kid in class wearing uniform. So I used to go home like, Mommy, no one's wearing a uniform. And mind you, I went to Florence Ave. So the uniform was green and yellow. Mm. I'm like, Mommy, there's no one wearing a uniform. I'm not wearing this. And then I had to wear a skirt on top of it. It wasn't like pants. It had to be a skirt. So it was.
Do you have pictures of this?
No, I'm not showing you that. So I'm like, I don't want to wear this. So she'll let me wear pants, but like, them things were high. And there was no such thing as skinny jeans. They were like bell bottom.
They're mom pants.
Oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, we can't do this. And then like my mom shopped at Payless. And I remember one time I had got these it was these Shaq shoes. Remember them Shaq shoes?
Yeah, Shaq shoes. Yeah.
And I swore they were Nike Air Forces. So I'm walking into school thinking I'm cool. I was like, I'm never wearing these again.
Yeah.
Never wearing these again. But yeah, I was always a tall girl that struggled. I mean, I still struggle to this day, but I kind of maneuver around it. But I was the tall girl that struggled with finding clothes that fit.
Right. Yeah, so yeah, the dressing part. What about you, Benji?
The dresses with the big poofs. Like I said, Easter's coming up, so thinking about the dresses with the big poofs or
The socks.
Or with the socks with the fluff.
And the cling.
Like you haven't
The clink clink.
That's the one time your parents let you wear those little heels.
Walking around church clinging.
That's
You got your
wild.
hair done the day before. You got that big sponge that do that one swoop in front of your head.
Right.
So one time get your hair pressed.
Oh, what's the haircut that you got? Number one.
Oh, I had no choice. I had to get another one. I couldn't get these styles. Like, my nephews got like, the cuts. They got the dreads and stuff. I said, what is this shit, man? I tell my parents, I said, look at these kids. You give me one. But it was up until, like, I say up until, like, 5th grade. Because my father was a very stylish man. I will give that to him. And he understood that as I was growing up as a boy, going into a teenager, like, yo, I like style, too.
Right.
So he's like, all right, cool. What kind of haircut you want? I was like, I'm going to get a flat top. Like, I got a flat top. Nigga, I was with the brush and shit like this. I said, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But then like my father was into it too. He was like, oh, you know, you get the flat top, you know, why don't you perm your hair or whatever, all that other stuff. I didn't perm it. I didn't perm it, but he did the S curl, which is kind of like the same shit.
Please tell me you have a picture.
I don't have pictures of that. I don't have pictures. I don't have pictures of that, nah. But
You
I had
have
it for
the
like 2 weeks. I had it for like, because my father did. My father did it, his best friend did it, and my uncle did it. Them niggas walking around like fucking Jerry curl ass niggas. So I was like, yo, I got some stylish parents, bro.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, flat top was first, and then like, I remember in high school, speaking of hair. So I was a junior in high school. This is when I started just becoming, high school is those years where you know what color you like, you know what music you like, you know what you know. You know what you like. It's stuck with you. If anything, the things you like now, you probably learned from back then.
Right.
I know my favorite color was black. I knew I loved hip hop music. I know that I love basketball. I know that cars wasn't a thing yet, but I know the one driving factor in my high school days was getting my license.
Right.
So once I got my license, I was like, I'm a man now. I could do things. I could make my own decisions. And then my hair was growing. So then I had a girlfriend at the time, and her mother twisted my hair. I didn't tell my parents. I came home, and I remember this was like summer. This was before, and the only reason I remember is because it's like a week before my grandmother died. So I came home, all my cousins, all my boys on the block, and at this point, I just know people. People, like, we lived in the valley. People always came to our block because we had 2 basketball courts. I owned both of them. So people would come and play ball, and cops wouldn't bother us. Our neighbors was cool. They would sit on the porch, watch us play. It was like an event. So I come, and my father is talking to my uncle. They're all conversating at the Haitians in their cabs. They got the cab section over there. They chilling. So I go, about to play ball. I forgot my father there. Take the wave cap off. I just go like I do the little the slow motion pose or whatever. Do that shit. Yo, my father went fucking crazy. All those videos you see on Instagram about like kids showing their parents their hair and like, oh, get out, smoke crack right now, all that stuff. Yo, it was just a back and forth, and it was just like me and my father, like we were yelling at each other. So I was telling him like, yo, I'm not like a little boy no more. I'm 17, but I'm thinking I know. Yeah, I'm thinking I know the world. I got a girlfriend now. I said all these guys came to see me. Ain't nobody here to come see you. And then they come. I was like, they come to watch me play ball. While I said, I take care of my little sister. I take care of my little brother. I said, I don't do nothing for these things. Watch them. So it was just like a lot of, like the Haitian culture is so like.
And what
solid.
did your mom say?
My mom don't say nothing. She don't say nothing. She does what a Haitian wife does sometimes. They let the dad handle the boys.
Not my mother. Oh, we don't got brothers, so.
Yeah, they let the dad handle the boys. So it was just like, But my mother couldn't say nothing because my girlfriend's mother is her best friend. So that's who did my hair. So she knew about it. She didn't tell my father.
Oh.
Yeah. So it is what it is. So, but like I was saying, like, Haitian culture, it's so, I don't know where we get it from, but we're like, everything got to be clean cut. gotta be dressed. You gotta
It's
dress
about
up.
it's about image. That's
Right.
the thing. Because I guess for them it's like because they come from Haiti and like people already have this stigma of Haitians.
Yeah.
So I have to prove to you that I'm not what you think that I am. So it's like you said, clean cut. Your shirt gotta be tucked in. You gotta.
You have like with my father. You have to have a under. You can't just wear a t-shirt.
Have an undershirt.
You gotta have an undershirt.
You can't just put a shirt on.
Yeah.
Like he loses his mind.
Like the chest out, it's not gonna cut for him.
Yeah.
So you gotta have a shirt.
But that to me is so weird because, like I was telling you, I was watching the Haitian soap operas. Nobody looks like that.
Yeah, it's all
Everybody
changing.
got hair on their head.
Well, when you go to Haiti now, it's a whole different Haiti.
Haiti's
like
different.
America.
Yeah, it's a whole different.
It's different, and I'm like, what changed? Like, did we just accept the fact that this wasn't our image, and we're gonna decide to take our own image, or we're gonna pull from American culture and make it our own? Or
I think it's pulling from American culture because like they have so much. Like before, they didn't have as much internet access, so you didn't really know what was going on in America unless an American came. So now they're seeing the TikToks. Like on my TikTok. I don't know what is going on, but every day I have a new friend request, and it's a Haitian. I don't know how they found my page, and it's a Haitian from Haiti that's on my TikTok, and they're doing TikToks in Haiti. I'm like,
you are a pretty girl, so I mean that's one thing
but how did you find my page?
It's
because of who you follow.
Who you follow? Your algorithm.
You follow
brings you the
Max.
same people. Yeah.
But and the other thing is like this is such a sidebar from what we're talking about, but it's like. How are you doing TikToks in Haiti when y'all barely have electricity?
Oh, they find their ways, girl.
That junk is crazy to me. Like, they do more TikToks than Americans do TikTok.
One thing about us, our people very resilient.
People in Haiti now is become so developed, which is crazy, but they have, like, internet modems.
Yeah. We're very resilient. We don't stop.
Yeah.
We don't let darkness stop us. We don't let an earthquake stop us. We don't let none of that shit's not stopping us. You would think all these... I don't even call it bad luck. I would blame politics for the luck that we have. But you would think that we would, die off or some shit like that. No, that's not happening. Like, it's happening even more and more. But, like I said, I think we're pulling from other cultures and just making it ours. Mm-hmm. I mean, because I remember one time, like, especially in the 90s, being Haitian was not safe.
Yeah, and it wasn't
safe. It wasn't safe at all. And then
the early 2000s wasn't cool. That's when I was growing up.
Right. But then after 2005, 2006, I noticed like a big wave of pushback from Haitians.
After the 2010s, like around that area, everybody's like cool to be Haitian. I'm like, not when y'all were just playing us not so long ago. Right. Don't come hop on a wave now.
Right. So it's like, it's just so weird to see that wave happen. Because I remember in the 90s, people pressed you for being Haitian. And if you was, they beat you up, or they shit on you, or they just do hike on you, whatever. And I never really had that problem growing up in high school because I think because I was tall, I played ball, I got along with everybody. And West Orange is not a place where you get bullied. That's not happening. West Orange is a nice fucking place. Like let's be real. Like there's no hard nigga coming out of West Orange. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? But I have friends who went to Irvington High, like OK went to Irvington High, Tony went to Irvington High. I got my cousins who went to Orange High. Orange High was a war zone for Haitians. War zone up to the point where the Haitians got together and made their own gang, and they started coming to school with machetes and guns and all that stuff. And it's sad that it had to come down to that because now you have more, gather. Like Haitian Flag Day is the weirdest day for me now because I see American people with Haitian flags.
Yeah.
So, what is going on? Like it's I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like, 20 years ago, this wouldn't have been the case.
I got suspended for 10 days on Haitian Flag Day when I was in middle school.
What the fuck?
Yes, she did.
What's going on?
So this, like I said, it's such a sidebar. But in 8th grade, I went to Union Ave Middle, and on Haitian, we had uniforms. That was our first year with uniforms. Like it was mandatory that everyone had to have uniforms.
Right.
So on Haitian Flag Day, I had like this Haitian shirt, and I'm still gonna wear my Haitian shirt, whatever. So I wore the Haitian shirt, but it was under like a white shirt, but the white shirt was so like see-through. So the shirt was so like see-through. So the shirt was so see-through. So then my vice principal, she told me like to take the shirt off, and I'm like, no, because I only have a bra, and if I take it off, then you're gonna see it because the shirt is not made, So she was like, cause that around that, and that goes to the conversation around that time. Like it was on Haitian Flag Day. That's when the Haitians kind of. That's what 2010.
Right. Everything
Haitians was kind of like it was still a little iffy.
iffy.
So she was like, to be safe or whatever. And I'm like, I get that, but I'm gonna be fine. And I don't have a shirt underneath, and I'm not about to be walking around with just my bra showing, so I'm not gonna take it off. So she calls me to the office, and she's like, yeah, you're gonna be suspended for 10 days. I was like, 10 days, not even like 4 or a HF, like what was it called? HFP, home for parent. Mm-hmm. Not even like a 1 day. She gave me
suspension or whatever.
She gave me 10 days. So I called my mom. I went to the bathroom. I called my mom.
Bitch.
And I was like, Mommy, I just got suspended for 10 days. She was like, Bukisa. So my mom came down to the school that same day. And she was like, that makes no, cause I did explain to my mom, like, it was really nothing besides that. I just didn't want to take off the shirt because I didn't have an undershirt. And I felt like that wasn't a reason to give me 10 days. Mm. So my mom was low-key upset. So I literally spent 10 days at home with my grandmother. I was so mad, like, but I spent 10 days at home because of that situation.
All right, so you went to jail, and then you came out. That happens.
I mean, it felt like jail. When I went to school, I was like, oh my gosh, Shirley, I miss you. I was like, girl. I was like, and with my grandmother, oh my goodness, like, she just kept talking. I'm just like, grandma.
Yeah, grandmothers do that, man.
I miss my grandmother, though, but I was just like, grandma, it's not the time for that right now. Like,
yeah,
I ain't do nothing bad. It
nothing like a Haitian grandmother, man. Nothing like a Haitian grandmother. They pray for you so much. I'm like, oh my God.
My grandmother was funny. She used to dog people. She used to stand in the window and just watch people walk past and just clown them.
Yeah, my grandmother was very honest.
Too honest.
Too honest. I said, listen, I get that you're the elder statesman and we love you for it, and you're the reason everybody's here, but Grandma, you have to be quiet. You can't say stuff like this.
Grandma was honest and Grandpa was a player.
Oh yeah, Grandpa. My grandfather was madly in love with my grandmother. So they were the couple. They were it. They were the example. One of the
not our story.
Yeah, one of the rare examples.
We'll tell you our story later.
All right, that was crazy.
Yeah.
But
what else growing up Haitian? I don't know. I mean, what do you think of it now? Like, as far as we've come, has all the struggle and the ups and downs, is it worth what we have now? Because now, Haitians are part of the culture.
I still don't feel like we're in a good place. And that's me speaking about not even being Haitian, just our country as a whole. Like,
oh, no, yeah, definitely.
We're put on the map, but it's still not benefiting us with our country.
Right. Yeah, it does.
But then I feel like also the reason why we're stuck in this place is because Haitians are so hard-headed. Like, Haitians are very talented. They can come together and bring the country together, but they're so focused on bringing each other down that the country will never be what it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Like, we should be a resort country. Like, how people go to Mexico and Jamaica, and we should be that country. Like, we have the light blue sea and all that, but because Haitians keep hating on each other, we can't really grow the way we're supposed to.
Definitely, yeah. I agree.
And that goes with Haitians in America, too. Like, we should have a Haitian brunch spot in Jersey. Just like these Mexicans are taking over Elizabeth. Every corner, they own a brunch spot. There's this new mixology that just opened up by the garden. And Haitians have yet to have a spot because whenever we have a spot, we can't help each other.
But we shouldn't have one spot.
Yeah, we should have more than one.
We should have more than one spot. As much as I love First Republic, we should have a second. We should have a Haitian brunch spot. We should have a Haitian lounge spot. We should have a Haitian open space spot. We should have a Haitian art gallery. We should have all this stuff.
We should have a lot of stuff, but we're not focused on helping each other, so that kind of hurts us at the end.
So, what do you think, Benji?
Like y'all said, Haitians should be more. I mean, as evolved as we are, Haitians should definitely be more evolved. Haitians tear each other down.
Right. As
much as we build each other up, we tear each other down even worse. You have families like doing crazy things to each other, unimaginable things. So.
You guys go to church. So I know the stories be juicy. I know the story because listen, as much as I love the church is where a lot of the Haitian drama happens.
That's a whole different podcast.
Two places I know where Haitian drama happens: the church and then the barbershops.
Oh yeah.
The barbershop, you can find out anything about anybody in the Asian community. I'm like, this is bad.
Beauty salon / barbershop.
I'm like, that's bad because that means we talk about each other too much.
Too much.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go into a Jewish barbershop and find out about all the Jewish people.
I don't think they have a barbershop.
Hey, they do their little curls. That's sorry.
I mean, even if
But,
you do,
yeah.
you won't be able to go.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, when they be standing by their taxis too, that's how they.
Oh, they do.
Anywhere
yo.
there's a group of Haitians
Oh my
together,
gosh.
the
it's
gym.
a lot.
I mean,
Coliseum?
Coliseum
Oh
gym.
my. Yo, when I used to go to
Oh, yeah.
Coliseum,
Like,
gym,
yeah, all that stuff. Yo, all that's
Yo.
in the gym.
When
It's so bad
Coliseum
because.
that's on Irvington Ave.
Yes, it's so bad because. Look at it, respect to everybody in the Coliseum gym. Shout out to all of you. I love you guys. I pretty much, my whole gym career, I grew up with you guys. But it is too much sometimes. They just
It's
be
a
bunched
mess.
up and he bitties and all
Yo,
this other stuff. Like, it's
there was a
crazy.
period of time that I went to Coliseum. That was my gym. It was a period of time, and we used to, cause I had a trainer, and I used to work out with my friends, Pascal and all them, and we used to go around like 5:00.
Right.
Yo, Jesus Christ! Number one, it would be like 10 guys. I was about to say niggas. It would be like 10 guys to one machine.
Yep.
They are, Haitians are loud. They are loud.
I love us, but we're loud.
And then they'll be at that one machine for like hours because they're all using that one machine. And then the funniest thing to me though was, and I love my Haitians, but they just come in there with jeans. How you working out in jeans? Jeans, yo. I'm like, yo, how are you comfortable
I mean,
sweating
that's
in
like the
jeans?
Asian mother that comes in with the long skirt and the sneakers.
Right.
But that's different though. You could move in the skirt. Them jeans, you can't move in them jeans, yo. And they used to just be in there talking. And then like with me, it's the you don't location. So I used to walk in there not, speaking it. So they used to be talking and I just be looking at them like, I know exactly what you're saying right now. Like, little do you know, yo.
That's one thing I actually like.
I love that.
It's annoying, but I love it. Because you can walk into a place and they don't know the other.
Oh, trust me, it happens to me all the time.
And I sneak up and I be like, I'm going to Sardinia. And they be like, oh, and I'm like,
You let them talk.
It happens with me all the time because everybody be like, oh, you got tattoos.
You're not Haitian.
They're not Haitian. And they be talking, they be like, Don't deal with. They be like, oh, yeah. What you think this is? I said, my first name, Gene. Don't get no Haitian in that, man.
Nah,
Haitian names.
Oh,
Why?
Let's do it.
Haitian
Let's
names.
do it.
Why? Why are we not involved?
Why is it Gene?
Why is it Gene?
Why are we not involved?
Why are we not involved?
We are involved.
It's always the same names for all the children.
Nah, these new generation kids don't have the names that we have.
I don't know. There was a period of time where
I have not met Little Manushka or Little Stevenson or what's another Haitian name?
Miguel.
Jesila, Miguel, Tipapouche.
Or the sons, the Peter.
We said Marie already? Marie.
No, I didn't say Marie. Marie's was, oh my god.
All the sons, the Peter son, the, what is it?
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Marjorie? Oh, I haven't heard of Marjorie.
Magali.
Yeah, I have not, these new generation kids, they haven't had them names, yo.
Okay, so maybe I misspoke. But there's a period that I know too many genes.
Yeah, you're one of them. Every gene that I know gets on my, I know 3 genes. Woo!
Yeah.
But it's not Jean, it's Jean.
Jean.
I don't like saying Jean.
Jean. I'm gonna start calling you that, Jean.
I don't like saying Jean because that's the French way of saying it, and I don't like the French.
But Jean's name is not really Jean. He got another
really
name.
don't like
He
the
just
French.
don't be
I don't
saying. What's the French word?
Huh? Jean.
Oh.
Jean, yeah.
Jean is really another name. He doesn't be saying his full name. You say your full name.
Okay, we can relax. So what's your in-house Haitian name?
Oh, I'm not telling you that.
Why the fuck not?
Oh no!
Heck no.
YouTube 10,000. How many views you get? 10,000.
I'm not doing that.
Like the family nickname.
That's the family nickname.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, bro. You're wild.
I'm Gigi. They call me Gigi.
Gigi?
Yeah, Gigi.
Nah.
They got you.
So y'all not gonna do that?
No.
That's crazy, yo. You see these guys?
Ain't nobody tell you to put yourself out
What kind
there?
of question is that?
Last time I have 2 light-skinned people on my show, man. I'm saying right now, very light-skinned
Next
right now.
question. I'm not saying it.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you 2 guys something because you are women. Tell me the Haitian daughter experience. What? Give me.
Well, no, you're the first child, so you gotta go first.
Give me something good, and give me a con, give me a pro, give me a con, and give me the biggest challenge.
She's the first child.
Okay, so like my sister said, I am the oldest.
Right.
The con is being the oldest because you are initially the test child.
Right. You're the third parent.
You're the test child. You become the third parent.
Right.
And I don't know. It's just they hold you to a certain standard. Like you can't mess up.
Right.
Basically, a pro, you get to you get to grow up with your parents in a sense. You get to experience certain things with them, which makes you now when you're older appreciate them more and see that why they did what they did. Like I said, the whole sleeping over thing, or just like different things they didn't allow you to do. You understand that more. You see their struggles with working and paying these bills. Like when our parents came to America, like they were getting paid with like $3.25 an hour, and they made it work. I mean, granted, things weren't expensive, but they made it work. You know what I'm saying? So you get to see that. And then what was the third thing you said?
Just the pro con, the biggest challenge.
The biggest challenge,
especially as a Haitian daughter.
The biggest challenge as a Haitian daughter, like I said, the whole expecting so much from you. That's
right.
for me. Like expecting so much from you, and just that you have to kind of move a certain way and all that stuff. That's for me.
Okay. Shelly, give me a pro, give me a con, give me the biggest challenge as a Haitian daughter.
As a Haitian daughter, the baby in the second. The con is trying to compare me to my sister because I'm not her.
Right.
I'm a whole different child. So I feel like growing up that was a struggle because the answers that my sister gave them is not what I'm giving them. So they tell me no, I'm asking why. My sister don't ask why. She just takes it in.
Do it. Yeah.
So I'm the why child. I'm always asking questions. The pro is I gotta think about it.
Yeah, think about it.
The pro is I guess they don't hold me as much of a leash as they did with my sister. So I had a little bit more freedom, but I felt
A lot.
But I also feel like I fought for that.
Yeah,
I also feel like
you fought for your freedom.
Not saying I fought for my freedom.
Benji didn't go through that for you?
Benji's not as vocal as I am.
But the first child always goes.
I know.
She says the test child.
I know that, but
I'm a test child.
But
so
I'm
I know
also
where Benji's
saying,
coming from.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm also saying as being the youngest, if I feel like if I wasn't as vocal as I was, I
Right.
probably wouldn't have been the way that I am.
Right.
Like my sister, like I said, my sister doesn't really say much. She usually just, take it. But I'm the child that's if they be like, you can't do this, I'm like, why? Or I'm like, why not?
Right.
So I feel like if I was like my sister, I probably would have, not been as out as I am. But I feel like, not saying I fought for my freedom, but I did I was a little bit questioning of why not. So
Right.
unless you give me an answer, I'm gonna do it. I'm the rebel.
Right.
What was the third one?
Biggest challenge.
What was the biggest challenge you said? I was writing on this title.
Or being the expectation.
Expectation.
Of being thing.
The biggest challenge for me is, I don't know. The biggest challenge, I'm trying to think through this thing. You said for you was the expectation. I think for me is, I feel like it's the expectation as well. And I say that just because me and my sister went on different career paths. So school isn't for everyone. My Benji wasn't a type she went through school, but she wasn't a big fan of school.
Right.
So I feel like she ended up getting her degree in a dental assistant. So I feel like because she went on a different route, my parents expected me to hold on to my father especially wanted me to hold on to that nursing. I didn't do nursing. I went on a whole different route.
Right.
But I still went to a 4-year college.
Right.
So I feel like with me it was just it not saying it didn't work out for your sister, but that wasn't her end goal. So with you it's one of our child have to go through that 4-year experience.
Right.
Not saying they put so much pressure on me, but I feel like I had to do it for both of us. Like, it's something that I did for me and my sister because she ended up getting her degree. She didn't go the same route that my parents expected it, but I feel like the expectation was hold that degree for both of us. So I feel like the expectation is always going to be a big thing with Haitian.
Sidebar: what's up with Haitians with the women? They want the women to be nurses. And
That's where the money is.
Let's talk about it.
there's more money other places though.
They don't. That's not what
They know.
know.
Right.
They know is doctor, lawyer, engineer, nurse.
Right.
And not knowing that the doctor, it ain't so sweet on that side. Right. It's not so sweet on that doctor side. Okay. But how was it like for a Haitian man being the oldest growing up?
First of all, I'm technically the second oldest.
Yeah,
but my sister didn't come over until she was 14.
So they had you here.
They had me here. Okay. I'm the first American child here. I'm the test child. I feel what Benji's feeling. There's so many things I couldn't do that I wanted to do because not only was I the first child, I was also a hyper child. So
you still are hyper.
Shut your damn mouth. Anyway, as being the test child, there was a lot of things I couldn't do. I couldn't go on many field trips. I couldn't play with friends. I couldn't. I had to be home all the time, and I grew up with people. Like as a kid, my uncles was living with us. Their wives were living with us. It was like a Brady Bunch in the house.
That was our house.
But but I grew up with them. So in a way, I kind of grew up fast with the Haitian way, and any and at the time it wasn't the Haitian way. This is the way I knew.
Right.
These are my people. So they had me, and I'm like, all right, I guess I live with them, and I gotta take on their ways. And I realized in that, like, I would say I was very sheltered, but I was definitely I think my parents did a lot of overprotection.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Because when it came to social skills, growing up, it took me a while to catch on. Like, I wasn't, like, the social butterfly I am now.
You weren't that.
I weren't that in my teens up until, like, maybe high school.
Right. Because
I was shy, I was timid, I was very apprehensive, I was just very, like, my parents told me, watch out, this is a white person. They told me, or this person's, Spanish, and that's a black person. Like, it was just a lot of that.
Like, I didn't send you to school.
Right, I didn't send you to make friends. Right, exactly. Except for education. So it was just like, and then when I started growing into things, I realized, like, all right, it's not my parents' fault. What they did, they were just scared. They coming into a country, they don't speak English. They don't know the language, they don't know the culture, they don't know the dialect. They probably watched Roots back then in Haiti, and they saw how they was hanging niggas and doing all the stuff and all this racism.
Talking in their ear too.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, you coming here by yourself to have your family a better life back home, and then like you're trying your best. Yeah. And then boom, you have a kid, and now shit gets real because you got to do your best. So I was pretty much the test child, and don't get me wrong, I'm not upset, but what pisses me off about being the test child is that when the other two motherfuckers come out, they get to do whatever they want, and I know they're gonna hear this. My sister went on trips. She had friends over the house. My brother had dreads. My brother had Jordans. I said, what is going on here? Like, this is the stuff I wish for. Yeah.
I'm not saying that my parents allowed my sister to do so much more, like out of control stuff, because they still I'm not playing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it was just like you said, the whole, even doing like after school activities, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, oh, my sister was involved in everything, and me, as soon as school's over, come home. I need you to be home. I got out of school at 3. Let's say I got out of school at 3. By 3:15, 3:30, if you're not in the house, there's a problem. So I definitely get that.
Yeah. So being the test child sucks. So you're lucky. Okay. You're lucky. I didn't get a pair of J's until high school. I couldn't shop. I didn't. My mother didn't let me shop my own clothes until I was like 10th grade. 10th grade.
What do you mean shop for your own clothes?
She would buy the clothes for me and bring it home. Said, "Oh, these are clothes from here." I said, "What are you doing?"
She didn't even go shopping.
Not with me. Because she would buy what she could afford, and she bought something that I could wear, and I said, "God bless my mom. She's just trying her best,
right.
But she don't know what's the style."
I didn't get my first cell phone was in the 8th grade, and the only reason why I got a cell phone.
No, it was in 7th grade. That's when you went to Union Middle. Yes, it was.
Yeah, but I didn't walk home from 7th grade.
You got it in 7th grade. You didn't get it in 8th grade. I could have sworn you got it in the 7th grade.
In 7th grade, I was picked up from
my OG.
So my parents, so my mom has this cousin that drove a yellow taxi cab.
Right.
So when I got to middle school in the 7th grade,
He had to come get you.
they paid this man to pick me up
and drop her off.
And drop me off. I didn't walk.
Right. That's okay. It's okay.
I didn't.
I do it all the time.
I didn't walk home from school.
Right.
It was the 8th grade where he couldn't do it anymore. I don't know what was the reason. And then I got a cell phone so they can make sure I get to school and get home.
And that cell phone was my cell phone.
Right. That's crazy.
And we
had to share a cell phone.
That cell phone was my cell phone. Because every time somebody was like, "What's your number?" I used to get my sister number as if it was my phone.
Thinking somebody about to call me.
Don't get no Haitian in that.
I'm like,
Don't get no Haitian in that, man. That's
funny. My goodness. One time, I don't know how the first thing got my house number. A boy called the house for me.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
I thought I was going to die. I like, here it is. You calling for who? And I'm like, who is calling the house? Michel, por teléfono. And I'm like, oh, that's my name, yo. It's Michel. I just gave it out.
Michel.
He's like, Michel, por teléfono. And I'm just like, I was like, hello? I'm like, yo, are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
I was like, hang up now.
I'll
talk to you
don't
tomorrow.
Don't ever call this fucking house again, nigga.
I went to school the
and
next
I think
day.
It was later in the thing. It was like 7.
It was at night. So I'm like, I go to school the next day. I said, did you want me dead? What is wrong with you?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't ever call my house phone. Are you out? And then, the hates. I hate it when I was on the phone with my friend and my mother be like, and I'm just like, you be coming from work on the phone with your friends and I can't talk to my friends. You've been on the phone for 2 minutes. Your mother's ready to kick you off the phone, but they keep you on the phone for hours and it's not a problem. I hated that, yo. I hated that. The first day of school speech was Voyo l'école, puis on a fait pièces amis, puis a professeur me doit parler in the class. Oh, sorry, y'all, translate. Make sure you make no friends. Make sure the teacher don't call me talking about something you talking in class. I want all A's and B's. I got a C in English. My father was like, you don't speak English?
You don't speak English.
I was like, Daddy, it's not the same English.
You don't speak English. It's crazy. Yo.
I was in high school.
If you get anything but an A in English, you don't
But no,
speak
my
English.
thing was, this was high school. We were learning about Shakespeare. We was doing Macbeth. I said, Papi, this is not the same English that you think.
Yeah, this is white.
This is Shakespeare English. I got to
see.
see. He was like, you don't speak English? I'm like, oh my God.
And that's another thing about Haitian parents. Like, the only thing that mattered to them was the grade. They didn't care how you understood it or if you had trouble with it or if you needed to.
Yo, doing homework with Haitians?
Yeah, it's terrible.
And then they be like, don't erase. How am I not supposed to? That's why the eraser's on the pencil. If I need them.
Doing math homework
oh my
with my
God.
father.
I hated it. Hated it.
Because he probably taught you a different way versus
the Haitian long division.
Yeah.
It was just like, I'm looking at him like, this is not what she taught me.
Right.
But this is how you do it. Yeah, but that's not what I'm learning. Oh my goodness.
That's nuts, man. Oh boy. So
like you said, at the end of the day, they tried.
Yeah, they tried their best. Listen, I forgive them.
And one thing I definitely respect about Haitian parents, they will never leave their child to be looking raggedy.
Right.
To go hungry. They'll do everything in their power to do it.
I'll give them that. Like, it might not have been a style that we like, but my parents, they dressed us a little flower. I'm not gonna lie about that. It just wasn't the style that I was expecting, but our parents dressed us a little flower.
Yeah. So they did their best. They definitely did their best. I gotta restart this timer. So being daughters, how did being a Haitian daughter, how do you present, how do I say this in the right way? Boys.
How you automatically look at
Because I don't
me?
got no boyfriend.
That's what I'm saying, though, but was there ever a situation?
Nope.
So your father never?
Nope.
Your mother never?
Nope.
I feel like you're not telling everybody.
My parents have never, I never introduced a guy to my parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you dread that then?
That's my sister. I do, only because
Scared in your eyes is so funny. There's so much fear in your eyes, yo.
You're
only because like
That
I
is
said,
fear.
I'm 27 years old.
Yes.
And I've never introduced a guy to my parents.
Right.
So I feel like when that day come, it's gonna be high expectations only because I'm a certain person at home. Like we spoke in the last pod.
Right.
To my family, I'm like a hard worker. I don't play by my stuff. I get shit done. Like
Right.
whenever somebody customer service needs to be called, I'm the one that's calling it because I'm gonna get it done. So I'm that person that gets it done. So they're expecting, like the guy I feel like that my family's expecting has to be like top tier. Like he can't lack in nothing. So I feel like the day when that comes is gonna be so nerve wracking because it's gonna be like, is it what you expected? So I feel like when that day come, my heart is gonna be in my ass.
Pretty much. How was your heart that day?
She's been down that road, so.
My experience, well, I had one experience where I wanted to bring the guy that I was dating to my parents, but the guy was acting stupid, so we already know how that goes. That never happened. And then
Rest in peace.
come to find out my parents didn't even like him anyway, so thank God it ain't even
There we
happened.
go. Worked out.
This guy, my fiance, let me see. So I was talking to him for a year. Nobody knew. Not even my sister. And
Right.
she was like, what? You didn't even tell me? But I didn't tell anybody.
You're not Shelly good.
And then when my dad met him,
Right.
I didn't even introduce him to my father. My aunt did.
Ooh.
Yeah, my aunt did.
She the thug of the family.
Yeah, she was just like, she likes him. They like each other. They're dating. You like, don't miss this.
That's his sister?
No.
My mom's sister.
That's your mom's sister. Okay.
But my dad's like close to my mom.
Right.
Or whatever. So yeah, I didn't even introduce him and whatever. But afterwards, I asked my dad. I was like, what do you think of him? And my dad was like, no, he's okay, whatever. I mean, he ended up liking him, and they talked and whatever, blah blah blah. But it wasn't as difficult as I put it in my mind.
Right.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what y'all
And I
go
think
through.
because of my age too, I'm 32. I think because of my age, and I met him when I was 29, 30. So I think because of my age too, they were just like, they were waiting. They're probably like, hurry up.
27.
They probably look at me like, what took
What's
you so
going
long?
on? Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it wasn't as difficult.
Okay. That's not bad. That's good. That's what's up.
As a Haitian man, with your mama, how is it like bringing some girls home?
Yeah, my mother is...
Wait, before you even answer that,
Yes.
sidebar, how many girls have you showed your parents? Have you
Okay,
introduced
so
your
this is
parents
the
to?
problem that I have.
You showed them to everybody.
We lived in a house in West Orange. In this house, I lived in the basement. To get to my room, you have to go to the living room and the kitchen and the dining room. So anybody over to the house was going to be my mother anyway. So you met my mother, my grandmother, and my father all in one hit.
You probably didn't
At
even
the
warn
dinner
them.
table, like,
You didn't even warn them, Gene?
I'm not... What are we warning for?
No,
what?
that's messed up, bro.
First of all,
I'm bringing butt to the house. I'm not warning nobody.
First of all, you can't just do that because
Yes, I did.
Haitian mothers and grandmothers,
Oh, shit. Are you serious?
the way
Sorry. I'm so
the
sorry,
way that
guys.
their attire is in the house, it's not all the time appropriate.
Right, yeah.
To be bringing people in and out your house.
Well, that's the thing. I would clearly case the scene first. I would make sure everything's all clear. So I wasn't that crazy.
So how much booty did you bring to your
But-
parents' house, Gene?
But, after, the first couple times it was weird. Because it was like, yo, I'm a little scared. You're going to see my mom. You're going to see my dad, whatever. And my parents are very free-spirit parents. I was blessed to have very free-spirit Haitian. They weren't the most strict parents in the world. They have their rules, but it wasn't.
Obviously.
Yeah, they weren't, When it came to the daughters, though, they were strict. When it came to the boys, they weren't strict. Because you remember, my parents is 2 boys, 2 girls. So I would say my experience versus my sister's experience, yes, I had it easy. I'm not going to lie. It is what it is. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys looking at me.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time, yeah. But the first time bringing a girl over was like, and she wasn't even my girlfriend. She was just somebody I was just talking to. So introducing to my mom. My mom would just be like, oh, okay, hi, how you doing, baby? And then she'd go back to her show. And then after a while, growing up and getting older and getting better with women, making more money. You know, you just got access to people, so people just keep coming through.
Your mother didn't ask you no questions though.
I'm gonna tell you. Like, I'm gonna get to that.
Story, girl.
So then, like,
You're taking too long to get to the point.
so one girl after the other, one girl after the other, one girl after the other. So one day I go to my mom. I said, "Mom, you not worried about me bringing all these women in?" She's like, she says in a Creole, she says, "I'm not worried about you bringing these women because I know they're not here for a long time. Because I know who my son is." That's what she said.
But still, bringing them is crazy though.
And but that was her philosophy. Her philosophy says, if you don't sit me down and say, "This is my girlfriend," they're just passing by.
So she know her son was a hoe. She just didn't care.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. Because my brother was the same way too.
Oh my god! And his brother's light skinned.
Yeah, my brother's light skinned. He looked like Jesus. Yeah.
Light skinned with dreads,
And-
with
and
locks.
He looks like Jesus. I can't wait.
And like, it's like the test baby thing. Like, I broke the ice with them. My brother just ran through the ice. He just says, I'm gonna go do whatever I want. You know, God bless him. He got 2 kids, so it is what it is. That's how he got there. So it is what it is. But yeah, our experience as a Haitian man it's a little different because it's more like, especially with our fathers, it's more like, how many did you conquer? I know that sounds bad. That sounds bad. That sounds very, very bad. But it's how many did you conquer versus. But at the same time, with my mother, it's like, when you gonna get married? That's the number one question right now. Because I'm long overdue. I'm the turkey that's in the oven that's burnt. So it is what it is. Like, I'm in there. I'm done, guys. It is what it is. So anybody I bring home is gold at this point because they're like, oh, you're probably gonna marry her. Well, that's how my mother's on that right now. But my father, it's more like with him growing up with women, he's like, not bad. Congratulations. Like, this will look good. This, that. My father's wild. My father's a wild dude because he, at his day and age, he was what he was. He was. I'm pretty much him.
Thank God that I have no brothers because I swear to you would have been fighting every day. You're not about to treat me different. Like, no. But
that's what happens. You gotta, the way women are raised, especially in the Haitian household, the way women are raised, the way boys are raised. Like, boys could go out, do whatever, get dirty, do whatever they want.
Whatever.
That's why, like, when I go outside and I see all my Haitian brothers, I know where we come from. I know that our mothers are cool. We're not killing nobody, selling drugs, you know, raping women, or no crazy shit like that. We're all good. But I know with the women, I know how hard you guys have because I had 2 sisters who were pretty much caged. Like, the day my sister brought her boyfriend home, my sister was terrified. Terrified. I had to be there with her, like, terrified. And then, like,
your younger sister?
Yeah, my younger sister. Even my older sister. My older sister did not have it easy. When they found out she had a man, she found out she had a man, yo, bro. It was all hell breaking loose. My mother was upset. My father was upset. My uncle was upset. I said,
and you see, that's the thing where it's like, you're upset, but you want it to happen.
Right.
Like,
but I guess they want it to happen under their terms. There's still that ownership of parents where it's like, you're supposed to do it the right way. You're supposed to date. You're not supposed to have sex. You're supposed to wait till you're married, and I'm supposed to meet him or her, and we have to meet the families have to meet each other. And I'm like, and the thing about the Haitian experience that with time things change, things evolve. We know that dating 20 years ago, 30 years ago was not the same as now. Yeah. Everybody has access. Like, you can get married on WhatsApp now. Like, that's how serious it is. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's all different. It's all different. But yes, those growing pains, I probably felt a few when it came to the women. Just a few. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I couldn't do was just like, I couldn't be alone with, like, in high school at least, I couldn't be alone with women in my room. My door had to be open. My parents had to be on the same floor because they didn't want me, but
producing early.
But old people go to sleep. So I said,
old people go to sleep.
So I'm like, you gotta go to sleep eventually. But I think for the guys, it's just easier. I would definitely say that. For you guys, it's
a different story.
It's hell of shit. So
the Haitian remedies.
Haitian remedies. Mm-hmm. What Haitian remedies like? Real masqueti.
Mm-hmm. What else? Fish oil. Whoosh.
Fish oil.
So fish oil for us was what? Cod liver oil?
Cod liver oil.
Yeah. Cod liver
I
oil.
hated that. My father used to make us take a teaspoon every morning. And I used to fight every morning.
You know what's one thing that's been bothering me? Did we have melatonin before melatonin was melatonin?
I don't know.
Because there was a seawater that put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Was?
Yeah.
The seawater from Haiti?
Yeah, that shit put you to sleep. Huh?
I don't remember.
What?
I used to give me that shit because I was too hyper. It's like, hey, boom, go to sleep.
They used to put that in kids like.
Nah, my
bottles.
cousin had that. They put in his milk bottle because he was like you. He was too hyper. He used to be sleep the whole day. They used to like meet up no let lang.
Another Haitian remedy. What is it? When they put the not garlic, but the covering of the garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you peel the garlic.
Oh yeah, and
with cloves and they boil it. They say it's good when you have gas.
Oh, okay. I think I had that before. Yeah, I think I had that before.
You ever drink your pee?
Excuse me, no.
So when you have a fever, you're supposed to drink your pee, and it'll take the fever away. You never heard of that? Yeah, that's a remedy.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's a remedy.
What is it? Associate? What is that?
Oh yes, associate.
Okay.
Is it makes you if you don't have appetite, it makes you it
makes you hungry?
Everything. It makes you eat.
Oh, it makes you eat. Okay.
When you don't have appetite, it makes you eat. Cafe ame.
Cafe ame. What is that?
So
coffee with no sugar.
With no sugar.
Oh.
It's bitter. Bitter coffee. Bitter.
Black coffee?
No. Bitter.
I guess black coffee.
Yeah, black coffee. It's coffee black.
With no sugar.
When you want to stay awake the whole day, you drink coffee straight up black.
But they add other things to it.
Oh,
so it has like a bitter taste. So it's like, say you've been in a car accident and like you kind of like had a shocking to kind of like clean your blood.
Oh, there was one thing that they because I was a hyper kid, so I used to fall a lot.
Oh,
so I used to get a lot of scrapes. So they used to put this pood, this yellow pood. It was in a pill. My mother got it from Haiti. I don't know what it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, they used to put it on. The scab would go away in like 2 days.
Oh, that's crazy.
That shit was crazy. That shit hurt though. And I used to always get it, and I used to go to school. They was like, "What's that yellow shit on?" I was like, "Don't worry about it, man." I fall a lot. My bad, guys. I fall a lot.
But these things work.
They work.
It's
they work,
crazy.
They work.
Like all these teas and fays and fay is leaves. All they have a bunch of different leaves, and they all work.
Have you ever been told to stay home because they had a dream?
Nah, my mother wasn't the type.
My mother was the type.
She must have had a lot of dreams.
A lot of dreams. I tell my mother these dreams always fall on Saturday. Why they can't fall on Monday? I don't want to go to school.
Right, I don't want to go to school.
Fall on Monday. Why fall on Saturday? It's
yeah,
crazy.
my mother wasn't that type to use the dreams. I'm not gonna lie, I thank God for my parents every day because they're not the typical Haitian parents.
Yes.
Like, don't get me wrong, my parents were strict, but they weren't like the extremes that I've been hearing. So I thank God for that. I thank God. Like the whoopings, oh my God.
Oh, I used to get my ass whooped all the time.
So I ever tell you a story about my knees?
Nope.
So I have a funny story, y'all. So when I moved to Union for high school. And I walked into Union High School, and Union is a very diverse place. So I'm like, yo, like, why are my knees so light and my knees is dark? So I go home and I'm like scrubbing extra. I'm like, maybe I ain't scrub my knees like well enough. So I'm scrubbing my knees extra, and I'm sitting and I'm thinking, I'm just like, these people never been on Agenus. Like, so that's why, like, I used to be on Agenus. I stayed on Agenus. Agenus is basically like on your knees. I stayed on Agenus. The carpet, the bare ground. I never did it on rice. I heard some people did it on rice. I never did it on rice, but the bare ground, the carpet. Like, my mother put me on Agenus from like the end of school, which was probably like 3:30 until my dad came home, which was at like 5. I used to be taking a nap on my knees, and my father would have to come and like tell me to get up. Mm-hmm. My father never hit us. That's one thing. He never hit me and my sister. Well,
I got hit.
My sister got. Well, it wasn't really like a hit. It was just like a.
I was shocked when that.
It wasn't like it was like a serious hit, but he kind of like tapped her.
No, he smacked my.
Well, smack it like it's not a whooping though. My mother whooped us like.
I got my ass whooped.
My mother with me.
No, mommy would
pea skin
would twist our skin.
And my mother, mommy punched me one time in my arm because I did something crazy, and she punched me like a quick
Mike
punch.
Tyson, goddamn.
But my father never hit me and my sister. But my mother, she was a discipliner. But yeah, I realized I was like, my knees is black because I've been on my knees so much as a kid. Gene, what is going on?
Sorry, they at the door.
Oh.
Hold on, nigga.
So. We got a podcast part 2 tonight, so his crowd is coming in. How many minutes are we at right now?
We had we definitely done, but we're not gonna get to those other topics. So, but yeah, I used to get my ass whooped all the time, and it didn't help that I had a big backyard. I had to go get my own switch and take my own shit. And then
That's not okay.
And then I was getting my ass whooped by my father, my mother, and both my uncles because everybody had the same disciplinary power, which was so fucking stupid. And this is the problem with being the test kid because when you're the only kid and you're the only kid doing bad, everybody's gonna whoop your ass. You can't go nowhere. So when you do bad, everybody goes tattoo, brush, belt, all that stuff. So
yeah, my parents was not that disciplined.
Yeah, I think they stopped whooping my ass at like 12. Because I was like, I'm done with this. I'm taller than you guys. I'm not doing this shit with you no more.
Oh my God, my mother used that line when she was like, you could be taller than me, but I'll still beat you. And
I
looked at her and I was just like, whatever.
Yeah. I think one time I scared my father because we got in an argument, and this was when I was living in Upper West Orange. So he was like, hey, what you think? Because you got all these muscles, you think I can't still beat you like my son? I said, oh yeah? I punched a hole right through the wall. I said, next time that's your face. He was like, so then when everything calmed down, he goes to my brother. He says your brother's been in the gym a lot. Put a hole through that wall. He says, I'm not fucking with him no more. But I was upset at myself. That's why I hit the wall because I didn't do it to prove to him or to step up to him because I still respect my parents.
Yeah.
That's my father. I respect him. That's the king of my life. I love him to death. But he just made me upset that day. I was like, you think this is a game? Like, yeah.
Definitely know how to get you to.
Yeah.
They're petty.
They're very petty. Very, very petty.
Oh my goodness. And then afterwards, are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry.
My mother has a thing where like she'll know that she gets me upset and she'll come in like boo boo and I'm just like nah, like get out because you know exactly what you just did. Like I'm not doing that with you.
Yeah, so I guess the perspective I have now with my parents, since it's part of the growing up Haitian. Why these niggas don't know the floor? I'm sorry. Now to see them how they are now, it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. It's like it comes like full circle.
It's different.
It's different. Yeah. It's like now I'm putting them onto new stuff every day, even though they know this stuff. But it's like we spoke about last week. They're our kids. Yeah, they're our kids.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely our kids.
Nah, it's crazy because like with me and my sister, like we would literally be sitting there having like grown full conversation with our parents, and me and my sister afterwards we'll be talking to ourselves, and we're like, who would have thought? Like we're sitting here and our parents are telling us these things, and we're talking to our parents, and we're literally having like best friend conversations.
The funny part is that I'm having deeper conversations with my parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think and this is what I always say. Like if you're a parent and you're Haitian and whatever, I would proactively have those conversations with my kids early. Mm-hmm. It's gonna help them out longer. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the conversations I have with them now.
Yeah.
But I think it'll help our generation, our next generation, and generations to go forward to have those real. Because there are some things that there are some toxic traits in the Haitian experience. There are just some things where it's just like, this is old. This has to change. This is stupid. This is dumb. Like why are we doing this? Like, we don't have to do it like this. There's a different way. Yeah. And just because it's different doesn't mean it's not ours original. It can be different and we can make it ours.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes as Haitian people, we're a little apprehensive to what's outside of our country. Like, I understand it. Like, we're the first independent. We're the first black independent in the world. We helped everybody, and now, our country is where it's at. We could definitely do better. But the only way we can fix that is to have progressive conversations with the younger people.
Yeah.
And I think that's happening. I think that's going on, but I think it just happened a lot more earlier. Because now I'm talking with my dad and mom, like, we're friends now.
I told you, my mother's my best friend. Like, we be in there kikiing for days.
Right.
I be calling my mom like, Mommy, I gotta tell you something.
Be gossiping with your mom. Yeah.
They about to be here soon. I feel like I hear them.
Yeah, I hear them. I feel Mitch. Not like that. Well, like that.
Well, let's just wrap it up then, because I know once Mitch come in here, it's going to be loud. So, Benji, since you are a special guest, do you have any last words? You want to wrap it up?
Special guest.
Last words is just like you guys have said. I appreciate my parents. I appreciate everything that they've done. I appreciate their hard work, and just I wish that I can just give them the world now.
Go ahead, Jean. Last words.
Last words. What did you say? I want to bounce off you. What did you say?
That I want to give my parents the world.
Yes, I want to give my parents. I want to retire my parents. I want to give them the world. And somewhere down the line, hopefully when I get more money, I want to do something for Haiti. You know, maybe make some homes, maybe contribute. I don't know, something. Something's got to change back home. Back home is, it worries me a lot. You know, especially as a country, you know. To see the president get killed like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then to see where our country's at, and you know what? I think what really breaks my heart is when I watch the videos and I hear the people talk. The people who are in the thick, who are in that shit, I hear them talk, and then it's just like with so much conviction and so much. It's like it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, like these people need help. Like why is not the world not helping us? We helped the world 400 years ago, 1,000 years. Like we did everything. What's up? We're human too, right?
Yeah.
So I would just like to see that more, but I'm good.
My last words are: be patient with your parents. The time will come and it'll make its full course.
Right.
Gene.
Sorry.
It'll make its full course. So just be patient with them. I know it doesn't make sense now, but at some point it will. So just be patient with the old people. They get in there. So.
I forget. Right up there.
But. That's
You want to give us some outro music with some
Oh.
chocolate guys?
Oh my guys.
That's
I
the
can't.
name of the song, Chocolate Guys? Whatever.
Chocolat.
Chocolat. This is Chris. Chris Marchana, guys. This is Chris Marchana.
You gotta put the volume up on your thing.
Oh, shit. Do I? There we go. Right.
Take a look around, tell me if you down.
Go ahead, sing.
If you wanna play, just swing my way. I'll make love to you.